So what might be helpful, unless you wanted to speak to something else, is going back to UN Sustainable Goal 8 and this idea of creating a sustainable, company for an entrepreneur. Do you currently have any in your ecosystem? When you refer to ecosystem before, I'm guessing these are people that are part of your Evolute 6 kind of partner ecosystem that are looking at ways that they can help work with you to grow. Currently, do you have a company that would be an example we could kind of walk through that would be one that would kind of fall into that UN SDG number 8, that's building a company that would be in a position to be a sustainable, profitable business, maybe scalable, but at least sustainable, profitable, and be able to hire, let's use this number because it's one I like to play with, and it's your number 6. Let's say there's an entrepreneur that wants to build a business to solve a problem in their local community or someplace on the planet, and they're following this Evolute 6 process, and they're following it so they can create this regenerative, sustainable, profitable business and put 6 people in the neighborhood or in the community to work, right? So now we've got 6 people that are working in this company that's using Evolute 6 that's now addressing UN Sustainable Goal number 8, right? Meaningful work and sustainable work. Do you have a company that would be a good example of that you're working with today? If not, then maybe we come up with a scenario, sort of a straw man sort of role, steel man, saying, all right, here's what an ideal company that would be kind of a model, sort of an exemplar. So I'll leave it up to you if you have somebody that you said, here's one that we're working with that could be a real case study for the UN Sustainable Goal number 8.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. And I have too many companies in our network that I can use as case studies. So
great.
let me
pick one or two, or one that, whatever
let me
comes to
take
mind.
2 of them. So
okay.
One company which is a very close partner of ours that is very much focused on the SDGs. The company is called SolveEarth, and they run hackathons for entrepreneurs that are centered around addressing one or more of the SDGs. So their whole focus is on training people and running design thinking hackathons to get people to the point where they can create their own business, join another business that's being created as a member of the team, with the full intention of these businesses then solving one or more of the SDGs in a profitable, viable way. And the relationship between Evolute 6 and SolveEarth is, to a large extent, they run the initial hackathons that train and excite people and get them to the point where they're ready to join the Evolute 6 incubator. So we have a very close relationship with SolveEarth. Needless to say, we're another company that is actually doing exactly what you pointed at with the question. A different company I'll bring in as an example is a company that we've been working with over the past few months. They're based in Costa Rica, called Fractal, and their focus is working locally within the Costa Rican economy to create themselves an ecosystem of businesses within the Costa Rican economy that is delivering across a number of the SDGs, and in particular addressing the issues of regenerating in that bioregion and doing it in a way that creates, well, healthy work through creating and running businesses that address a number of the SDGs. And they've leapt on our way of doing it because they've recognized that our way of building ecosystem of businesses addresses the root causes of why business has not solved all of the SDGs 50 years ago.
Okay, so let me make sure I'm catching up. So there was one that you mentioned, I forgot the name, that is kind of creating almost like a precursor to Evolute 6, sort of building a pipeline to get them ready to move into Evolute 6.
Yes.
So is that, what was the name of that company organization?
SolveEarth.
SolveEarth. That's not the Costa Rican one, right?
No.
So SolveEarth is building a pipeline to get them to move into the Evolute 6 ecosystem. What aspects of Evolute 6 is SolveEarth using now that we could point to as an example, right? Where, say, our investor team will say, it would be great, we'd love to chat with the folks behind SolveEarth so we can get some insights into how this is working, right? Sort of testimonial / actual people using it, right? And then the other one was Costa Rica. What's the name of that particular company?
Fractal.
Fractal, right? And so they're actually taking a geographic specific use case to look at how this model can be integrated into the Costa Rican economy. So it's an economic / workforce development for the country to some degree. It sounds like.